Hi everyone, we're here in the workshop today because we are here every day. This recently acquired machine was in need of attention. It's a knife grinder, knife sharpener, but not for the kind of knife people in Wisconsin use to cut cheese, oh no. This machine sharpens the blades found in a planer or a jointer, and of course we use a planer and a jointer to get the proper surface on faces and edges of the wood we work with. We welded on cleats, refurbished the levelers, made the base look good again with machine gray paint, bolted on some beams to make it mobile as we always do, then added a tool tray. It was missing some parts when we got it. Some parts, like the grinding wheel, are available from the manufacturer. The rest, like the guide bar, lockdown bars, and leveling block, we had to make. Here's what planer knives look like: 15 inches long and about an inch wide. The jointer blades are 8 by 3/4. As you would expect, sharp knives or blades are essential for proper performance and proper results. Forcing stock past dull blades can cause tear out and invites disaster, as some folks can attest to. Safety always a prime concern. Sharp blades are essential, and this machine sharpens those blades, and it's all done right here in the woodmaker workshop, saving us time, trouble, and expense, but it has to be done properly and it has to be done precisely, because in certain matters, close enough just won't do. We need to be, as some would say, spot on, within half the width of a human hair. So how do we obtain the degree of precision we're looking for? With measuring tools, of course, and we have them, lots of them, measuring tools and devices you would naturally expect to find in a wood shop, plus some that may surprise you. Here, take a look. Here's a ruler. We've had one of these in our hands since we were first graders. This one is made out of wood, but not so good for wood. Here's one made of aluminum, 48 inches long, 4 feet, 36 inches long, 3 feet, 2 of them, 24 inches long, that's 2 feet, 12 inches long, 1 foot, 4 of those, 6 inches long, half a foot, stainless. A pair of triangular scales. These don't see a lot of action. Every shop has tape measures: 100 feet, 25, 25, 25, 16, 16, 12, 10. 8 tape measures in all. Good to have, and not too many, by the way. Here's a drywall T-square, carpenter squares, 2 big ones and a smaller one. A framer square, a smaller one, a T-square, that's one we like. Combination square, tri-square all metal, tri-square with a rosewood handle. This gets used a great deal. May not actually be rosewood. Here's a device you won't often see, maybe have never seen: a log scale or lumber rule, used to calculate the number of board feet in a log, with the markings for log diameter and length right on it. Useful for lumber buyers and loggers and sawmills, but here at the woodmaker workshop, well, not so much. But we look at it quite often. You know what these are: triangles and a protractor, mainly for designing or sketching out ideas on paper. Make a circle with a compass, measure a circle with a divider, or find a center point. Inside caliper, great for internal measurements. Outside calipers, one small, one large, good for round objects or when using a lathe. All these and probably a few more around here, but we talked about the human hair a moment ago. How do we get to the point we can measure a human hair, or half a human hair? Our best ruler is this one, good to have, a center finding ruler, use it all the time. Here's 16ths, 32nds, 64ths. Kind of hard to get that 64th scale read right. It's the best a fixed ruler has to offer, yet a 64th of an inch is 30 times greater than the level of precision we are after. So we'll need to turn to something more accurate, more exact. Here we have a dial caliper. It wouldn't be out of line to say we use this 1,000 times a year. It's variable rather than fixed. Its range is 0 to 6 inches, and we will use this particular device to verify our level of precision, but to set the level of precision, we will use a dial indicator on a magnetic base. Here's what that looks like. A dial indicator shows variance above or below, plus or minus. Our objective is a sharp blade, but also a blade of uniform width along the length for reasons of adjustment in the cutter head and for balance. So you know what we are talking about. Here's the cutter head and the planer and the jointer. What we don't want is a blade that is tapered, wider at one end than at the other. So first of all, we take steps to ensure the trolley that carries the motor and grinding wheel tracks properly. We did have to make an adjustment, and we did that according to the machine's manual. Better have one and better follow its instructions. With the trolley running true, we set the blade guide to be precisely parallel at the desired distance. And we did that with a dial indicator set up on the magnetic base on the trolley, as you see here. As an aside, we used the grinder itself to put a perfectly straight edge on the guide and fastened it in such a way to permit minute adjustments, and we then secured it in place. 3 or 4 bolts didn't seem like enough, so we did a row of 3 and a row of 4, with the contact point positioned to run along the blade guide and the indicator face turned to the 0 mark. Watch the needle on the indicator as we move the trolley the length of a planer blade, 15 inches along the track. The needle never moves outside the smallest graduation, 1/1000th of an inch, so we are, apparently, within half a human hair, and we trust that all is in excellent order. Yet to determine that we didn't miss the mark, let's sharpen the planer blade and examine the result. When all is done, when all is complete, we can determine rather easily if we accomplished all that we said we would do. Sharp? Sure. But we also wanted to keep the blade uniform in width. And to be valid, our tests have to be observable and repeatable. Let's see how we did. There you go, 858, 858 and a fraction, 858. We are within 1/3 of a 1,000th of an inch, even within half of a human hair. Spot on, as some would say, and that is the woodmaker's way. It's hard to see the sharpening action when the room is bright. Watch it again with the lights turned low. Lights! Lights! Come on, you guys. Can't you see it's dark in here? Hey, you guys, turn the lights back on.
No.
And for all you viewers, there will be more videos to come. Why not subscribe to the Woodmaker channel? Thanks for watching. Don't make me come over there. Don't make me come over there. Oh, man. To shoot the dial indicator moving along the guide, the camera and trolley were moved at the same rate as you see here. And folks, we wanted to let you know that no injuries were sustained in the making of this video because we take time to think. See you again soon.